Hey everybody, this is Hugh StarCraft bringing you another StarCraft 2 presentation. This is the second game of 5, I believe, in the Select versus Strelok matchup. So here we are on Blistering Sands. It is a Terran versus Terran. Select is spawning in the bottom, where Strelok is on the top. Again, it is TvT. It's kind of weird saying that, I don't know. Being a WoW player before PvP just sounds right. But anyway, no funky delic builds here. But before I get too carried away and this match gets underway, I would like to let NS say a couple words.
Yeah, this is NS, and I actually want to mention that Strelok appears to be going for a proxy barracks right now, building that barracks a decent ways out across the map. So we'll see what he does with that, see if he can make that work. But anyway, as Hugh did mention, this is a best-of-5 series between Strelok and Select. Select did win the last game, so he is up one game right now, so if he can win the next two, he will be the champion of whatever this was the finals for. Maybe if somebody knows what tournament this is from, you guys can tell us, because we did see that this was the finals or something, but we don't know exactly what.
Okay, don't want to miss it. Right as I say, nothing special is going down. We do have the barracks already halfway across the map. He's already got that refinery, so we do see the tech lab, and we are probably going to see some Reaper harass.
Is this scouting SCV going to see it though? No, it's going the wrong way, so it's not even going to know that that barracks is up there.
Yeah, so big play there. He did not put it behind the minerals, which is usually the place. Usually at this level, I believe most players would scout that, but I could be wrong. So an interesting place there, as it is not 100% close, but it is neither far by that matter either. So definitely this barracks is extremely early compared to the other one. It is already done and the Reaper is already on the way. The Reapers are very good against light units like the Marine, so we will see what happens here as he already has two on the way. The SCV did scout it for Select, so now we know something is on the way, pumping out two Marines and putting them back into his army. But here comes the Reaper, and we will see how much damage he can do.
So we do have the Reaper moving into the base. It's going to actually start attacking that Marine there, but Select pulling probes, or SCVs rather, off of the line to try to deal with this. Strelok putting a bunker down inside the base. Select's in a bad position right now, pulling off a lot of SCVs and another Marine to try to deal with this. Unfortunately, that Reaper is just so fast, it's impossible for these SCVs to get a good surround on it.
Yeah.
Strelok actually taking his SCV off of the bunker there, I guess, to keep it alive, and now Select is going to start shooting away at that, and for a second he actually had his own bunker going down, but I guess he decided not to do that instead. We have a second Reaper joining the ranks now. That SCV is still running around as well. Marauder also on the way now with the concussive shells. So right now it's hard to tell who's going to come out ahead. I do think Select might have enough to hold this off. It'll be interesting to see.
Well, really, I mean, 3 Marines to be 4 soon. I don't know if he has enough. He did kill one of those Reapers. Got to be careful not to lose the Reapers as he's getting surrounded by SCVs. Oh, jeez. That was
Even
excellent.
that Marine popping out there to snipe that Reaper. Great timing there by Select. I mean, probably completely accidental, but still worked out really well in his favor.
Yeah, it worked
So we have
out.
another Marauder coming in, Factory going down for Select, as well as a bunker, actually losing the SCV that was sent to build that, but he probably will be putting that back up soon.
Yeah, so those Marauders are going to be doing a lot of damage to these Marines. Don't want to lose them. Now he's just switched completely to Marauders, but I have to hand it to Select for holding that off. That is a difficult position to be in, trying to get down that bunker before these Marauders come up. Got to be careful not to lose any of his units here, as so far he has not lost any, but one of those SCVs did go down. One of the Marines, 2 of the Marines, 3 of the Marines. All these Marines are falling, but he did kill one of the Marauders, and the second one is here, and these Marines are going to go down. So quickly, this Marine is going to run into the bunker, and there's really not too much 2 Marines could do against it. We do have another Tech Lab barracks going up, and another barracks on the way for Strelok here, so he is continuing to keep on this early pressure, but I really have to hand it to Select here for holding that off.
Very good control by Select. Like you said, it's a hard position for you to be in as any race, really. Trying to hold off a proxy can be very difficult, especially when he didn't get the scouting on it quite as early as he could have if the SCV had gone the other way. So good play by Select there, even moving that factory forwards to try to make a wall in now, getting a starport. And he really did hold that off, and now because of all those early units, he is in a better tech position. Strelok is just pumping out more barracks, and Select's actually in a fairly good position right now.
Yeah, but
We do have these Marauders coming to the back of his base, trying to blow down these destructible rocks, however, and he is slightly out of position to defend against that.
yeah, so really good timing there from the supply depot, was able to detect exactly when those Marauders started attacking those, so that bunker is probably going to finish in time. Actually, I don't know. If these Marines, yeah, if they stop to take out that, then it will finish in time. As you can see, he is not trying to stop it, leaving that SCV there to gain sight, but really, I think Strelok knows this is too much for him to hold off. So at this point, I think he's running off 2 Tech Lab barracks at this, or 3 Tech Lab barracks, so he's going to continue with this build, as we do see Banshees on the way without cloak, but really, what is it? I mean, mass Marauders, 1 Banshee, not gonna really work. So this is a large ball of Marauders, so they could do definitely some damage before this Banshee gets a chance to do anything. They are running in here. One of them does go down, stimming up, trying to run past the bunker. No, deciding to take out the bunker, and really not enough to deal with this mass unit composition, or mass Marauders with stim.
Select in a pretty bad position right now. That Banshee really does need to get out sooner. He's pulling all his SCVs away. That he wishes he was a Protoss right now so he could just chrono boost that Banshee out, but he is being forced to lift off his buildings, lifting off that orbital command, the barracks, and unfortunately for Strelok, this is a Marauder-heavy army, so there's not a lot it can do, and the Banshee is now out, so it is going to be enough to single-handedly drive back that entire Marauder
At the same
ball.
time, there is a Banshee in the base, already up to 7 kills, and he has completely shut down all the mining, so really at this point, neither player mining. Very interesting, as these guys have to run and just chill at this point, as there's really not anything he can do. So at this point he is now pumping out a couple Marines, but these Marines are really not going to be as effective always, but he's got to be careful not to lose it. Run, Banshee, run! So those Marines with their stim are going to, they didn't even use stim, so at this point it's kind of a base race, but this Banshee is going to kill basically everything in the base after a certain amount of time. He really hasn't focus fired any of these, so they were all very low on health, getting more shots than maybe they should have. If we look at the army size at the moment, Select actually much ahead here with these Banshees.
Yeah, if you look at the armor size, actually, it's 28 to 15, both of them playing very low supply, especially after losing so many Harvesters. It really has just been an all-out war. They are losing every unit they make at the moment, and they've both been playing on a very low supply count this entire time. So we do have a few Marines out for Strelok now, going to help him deal with that Banshee, but it is just going to start shooting these Marines down, especially once they stim, they're just going to melt away to it.
Yeah, so really, he's got to be careful with these Banshees. Maybe I would like to see this Banshee go home and get some health before he starts more harassment, because, oh, but these Marines a little bit out of place, not able to deal with it, as he has 2 health left and is going to survive, trying to get these Marines over there to deal with the Banshee. This Banshee is going to run and get killed. So this Banshee has 2 health. Is he going to get away? Oh, he loses both Banshees in that encounter. So if you look at the units lost tab, he is still ahead just because he took out that mass Marauder build. But really even play from both players here.
And we do have a siege tank moving out across the map for Select now, accompanied by a small force of Marines. It looks like it is going to meet this Marauder army here. And Strelok's army was a little bit split up there, so not in the greatest position to deal with that. He does lose that army and tap out.
Yes, this is